and he ain't coming by. But anyway, we rolling, we good.
Alright. Hello world. My name is Jermaine Walks. I'm from the Bahamas. And I'd like to talk to you about some issues today that really fucks us up. So we're gonna get into some real talking, some deep thinking today. We're gonna get on some nice subject that you guys are gonna love. Alright? I'm gonna introduce you to a friend of mine. I've known him for a long time. Some people think he's crazy, but the guy has a lot of knowledge. They're always gonna think you're stupid when they don't know nothing. Alright? So I'm gonna introduce you to my main man, Jeremy Grant.
No intro.
Straight up.
No intro, nigga.
He's been all around the world and back just to give you guys his knowledge. Teachers of Dr. Malachi Z. York, the master teacher. Alright, so Jeremy, the first thing you want to get on is we want to talk about, let's deal with slavery first.
Slavery?
You know? Slavery.
Well, if you ask me, we still in slavery, my nigga, because you work, you get paid. Well, my mother goes to work at the end of the month, and then she get paid at the end of the month, and then her bills come at the end of the month. So when she pay her bills at the end of the month, that she just finished working at the end of the month, where does the money go? She doesn't get paid, it goes back to the government. The phone bill, light bill comes at the end of the month. So it's another form of slavery. Nobody getting no money nowhere. I live in the Bahamas. If I go downtown right now in the Bahamas, I'll feel like a slave. There's more white people down there than black people. But I really want to talk about Christianity. Christians. Did you know that when you take the word Christian and unscramble the letters C-H-R-I-S-T-A-I-N, you get Antichrist?
Or Antichrist.
Antichrist,
The missing
but the T is missing. It's all the gospel. When you even take the word gospel and you break down gospel, you get ghost spell.
Wow.
Don't believe me because you don't believe you watching me right now. You know that, right? No, we believe in Jesus, but
Because
we don't know if it's true.
I mean, it's a great story. It's a great story.
No. We believe in Jesus, but we don't know if it's true. What do you mean by that? Okay, I believe we having this conversation right now. Or are we having a conversation right now?
I know we're having a conversation.
Are you smoking a joint right now?
I
Or
know
do you
I'm
believe
smoking
you're
a joint.
smoking? Why should we believe in Jesus? Okay, who's the Son of God? There's one Son. Where's this one Son? Let's see, after Saturday comes what? Sunday?
Yeah.
That's one Son. What are we looking for here? Okay, we go to Rastafari, we get lost there and get stuck on the weed and the fish. Then we go to the Muslim and get stuck on Allah and start making bombs. Then we go to Christianity and start jacking people for their money. Then we go to
You got Buddhism, but them guys are peaceful, you know?
Buddha. I don't really know what to say about the Chinese other than they taking over.
That's a whole different
These
dynasty.
niggas just moving over, selling niggas fried rice everywhere.
That's straight up.
Everywhere. I got at least 100 million Chinese here right now, and I can't even get a job. But these niggas eating pork chops, so I'm very afraid of them because they eating pork chops and shit.
It's a good thing you mentioned food because I had a friend the other day told me say he was eating some pork chops for like 3 days straight. After that, he started feeling some pain. He wanted to know if we have anything about that.
Pork chop is fucked up. I don't even read the Bible, and it says in the Bible that he cast the demons into the swines. That's pork, nigga. Like, and another thing, if you go to a YouTube channel, I think it's I forgot the name of it, but there's a guy that he ate a lot of pork chop, and they had to like pull his teeth out, and he had like worms all in his gums and shit. They was telling him like, yo, nigga, you was eating too much pork.
So what type of food should we eat?
Well, you know, we was made from the earth, you know. I breathe oxygen. I breathe in oxygen and carbon dioxide comes out, so that's fire. My skin is made of dirt. That's earth. That's 2 elements. My body's 80% water. That's 3 elements. So I say that to say this. We eat these things that go against the earth, and you were made from the earth.
Right,
so if you eat things that go against the earth, and you from the earth, you get to think backwards, walk backwards, and you know it's evil to live backwards. We all know Loaded Lux told us it's evil to live backwards.
That's true, that's true.
Speaking of Loaded Lux and this whole rap shit too, I want to touch on that right quick. The music that niggas putting out here too, the frequencies and the waves that are coming out of these music that's in the industry. Now, who is signing these niggas? I want to shoot the A&Rs. I want to shoot everybody that's signing these niggas. Who is putting these niggas on the market? Who is selling these niggas?
They polluting us.
This shit is garbage, my nigga. Chief Keef need to get shot in the head. I know a lot of niggas like Chief Keef. Waka Flocka, I don't know what the fuck you doing. Like, it's a lot of niggas like, come on, man. We need good music, soul music. We need the I don't think
different vibration.
Yeah, we need different we need different food, different vibration, different way of thinking. And we stuck, and we gonna die here if nobody wake up. I'm 27. I don't know how I know all of this shit, but I'm telling you, we need to wake up.
So,
Like,
so Jeremy, so what do you think about like the law enforcement in the Bahamas and the way they treat the young black people? Because I see a lot of situations where guys stand up to the corner just having a normal conversation, and the police car ride through, and they came out pointing guns at guys like they did something. Everybody on the floor.
But like I said, when I was in school, when the teacher had a problem with me, she would call me to the front of the class and beat me, and then I would say, so if I have a problem with somebody, I would handle my problems through violence. So as a young kid, they already taught me how to handle my problems through violence. If I have a problem, beat them. If my mother had a problem with something I did, I got beaten. So you only taught us how to beat somebody, the physical side, on a low vibration, being negative, to beat somebody. Whereas we have brains, you know, you don't have to react like an animal. We can
So
actually.
do you give the law enforcement right or wrong?
Well, the police is a good and a bad thing. The police is good and bad. I would like to think they're good and bad because we would like to call them if we in trouble, but we don't like to see them when they show up. But the reason we don't like to see them when they show up because they're the real people who oppress us, and then when we mad, we shoot guns at the other niggas, except who we really supposed to point the gun at. So we really oppress, when the police supposed to really protect us and feel safe when they come through.
So it's like we all confused.
Yeah, and that's another word I want to touch on. The word confused. It's all a con, my brother. A conversation to confuse us, to make us convicts, and then you go into the conference room, and then they construct, and you know what I mean? The best part, you know,
So you hear with all these contradictions.
yeah, trying to contradict you. So,
You know, you're a smart, intelligent brother. You know, I learned a lot from you and the teachers of Dr. Malachi.
and if you still believe in Jesus, you know, it's crazy because the Bible was like written like what 2,000 years ago, and we got pyramids in Egypt like from day one.
Yeah.
And shit.
Speaking of Egypt, now you know the ladies in Egypt were beautiful. You know, they had all the golds and everything. They was looking nice. So the Bahamian ladies, I noticed a lot of sisters was rocking the Remy, the Nigerian hair. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah,
Speak on the sisters for a second.
the sisters is out of
They
their
have a lot of
fucking
shallow
minds, man. The sisters is out of their fucking
If you
minds.
ask me, I think they have their own Illuminati.
The women are out of their minds because they target the women more than the men because the women are more vulnerable to the to go to anything. Because if you don't believe in the black
material,
yeah, and most likely, women can't see the big picture of what man really had to do to survive right now.
Yes.
Like what they did to a black man to survive right now. If a woman would know her history and understand the importance of a black man, but she would have to know her history.
Like
first.
yo, for example of this girl right here.
Nah.
She looked nice. We're not gonna point the camera on her. Nah, she looked nice and everything. She got her little boobs and everything. Got her hair coming down, so she looks sweet. Now she's going on a mission. If you was to go and talk to her,
That's the Bahamian word for like she's going out. Mission.
if you were to go and talk to her, her first sentence would be, "Buy me some minutes," and that's fucked up.
They got a fucked up mentality. What is the word mentality?
Where's all this coming
What is
from?
the root word in mentality? The mental. When you teach them, like, when you give them vanity, and then they look at you like, what do you have to offer? So that's what we got to deal with now when it's really your brain, you know what I mean? Because we was born with gold and diamonds and all this oil and shit. Why the fuck you going crazy for the shit? You live here where we got oil and diamond around us, nigga. Like, you are oil and diamond if you know your history and study the scientific fact of what you really are. You know that you have crystals and diamond inside of you that needs to be shining out of you, but you don't know because you all clogged up from all that fucking food you be eating. And it's crazy because, like, I got to suffer with this shit. I got to be out here telling people all this. And at the end of the day, it's common sense, my nigga. God gave you a Bible, but he also gave you a brain, my nigga.
So you have to use your brain.
I mean, okay, let's just say Christianity is the way to go. Why do we have other religions if Jesus is the truth? Why?
Why?
Got some explaining to do, Jesus. Been hustling my people for 400 years. 400. My mother go to church happy and come home miserable as fuck.
Did you know the first slave ship to ever bring slaves over here, name was Jesus?
Cheers.
You Google it. I swear to God, you could Google it.
A lot of people know this shit, but they, afraid. Like I don't believe in God. I am God. So I do what I want to do. There's no waiting on Jesus to come and save me, nigga. I do what I want. I am God. Once you get that aspect of what you really are, and find out that you really are God, then it's easy for you to live with the fact and know that you can control your own destiny instead of somebody on stage telling you.
What you should do.
And that's the thing too. I'm a teacher, not a preacher. So alright, you don't cut.
All right, well.